the local media has an agenda that they're going to serve. I don't know who's in charge of it or what it is, if it's like a headless monster.
You know, I was pretty happy with that one gerbils the other night.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, yeah.
That was a good pizza.
Yeah. Fat wallets and empty hearts. Which...
Fat wallets, empty hearts.
It's insane how little musicians get. So, yeah, if you're interested in support, not just me, but any musician that you like, one of the best ways to do that, it sounds old school because it is purchase their music, purchase their merch, you know.
Hey guys, this is Mark from Rat Rod.
Hi, this is Mikey P from Skell.
Hey, this is Jeff from the Bell Jumpers.
Probably Dave Grohl, because he's awesome.
This is Jessica for the band Dimitus. You're listening to Pennsylvania Rock Show.
What's up, everyone? If you are currently trying to find us, Facebook did not connect correctly. This is the Pennsylvania Rock Show, episode number 708. I just got a message from someone telling me that Facebook isn't working. But anyway, 708 of the PA Rock Show. We are coming at you from Music from the 412, builddescene.com, xrpradio.co.uk, oldiesxl.com, rootaroo.radio.com, 107.1 KFGD FM in St. Louis, Missouri, megarockradio.net. If you haven't heard of us, I don't know why. Anyway, this is episode number 708, which I've said like 10 times. At the top of the show, you heard from Parabellum and their track I Die Alone. We follow that up with Half Wheel Good Day, which is a Grassy Award-winning song. We'll probably get into that a little bit. And then a newer song, which you've heard a couple times on this show if you're a religious follower. It's JMJ Unclean. And with me tonight, part of the musicians that created that song, even if he doesn't remember, Jazz Byers.
I didn't know what you were talking about when you mentioned that song. Hi, everybody. I'm Jazz.
He's one of those J's. I just don't know which one.
Yeah, when you said that, I'm like, I don't even know what song that is. And then it dawned on me. I'm like, oh, it's that song. Yeah. So, yeah, thanks for having me on the show, man.
You're welcome. Thanks for taking the time out.
Yeah.
Hanging out in a hotel somewhere.
Yeah. Where's Waldo? Where's Jazz? So, yeah, I'm actually in Washington, D.C. at the lovely Fairmont Hotel. That's my digs for the night, 2 nights. And then I'm off to Jacksonville for a day to shoot an episode for Jazz's Rockin' Roadshow. I just came from North Carolina. I drove this morning. Some dear friends dropped me off. We were deep sea fishing, or trying to, and we shot an episode of the show. And yeah, I beat myself up for this show. Let me tell you, we 3 are not sailors. Let me tell you that. And
was it just the 3 of you?
Okay, so I'll tell you a little bit of the backstory. So my dear friend Terry Blair, who's in Parabellum, you heard their song earlier, and my dear friend Utah Burgess, who plays in Noble Hops. So both of those bands have been on Jazz's Rockin' Roadshow before, but we were invited to go deep sea fishing off the Outer Banks, North Carolina, through a friend that Terry knows. And so we had this big boat, huge boat. We had a captain and, first mate or whatever. And they said to us, listen, this was yesterday. They said, listen, we normally don't go out in seas like this. If you guys were like chartering this and we didn't know you, would just tell you to come back sometime, because it was like 4.5, 5 foot waves every 9 seconds. And me, I don't know. I'm like, is that good or bad? I ride roller coasters. How hard can this be? Yeah, it was pretty bad. So the first 2 hours we were pretty good. And then after that, all hell broke loose. Just throwing up and trying to, we don't have sea legs, I'm telling you. And we were praying. At one point I was holding on to a table praying for death. And the door flies open, and it was like being like, you ever see those airplane movies like where the door flies open and people are getting sucked out the door? Well, that was happening to us on a boat. They're trying to.
I use that as when I'm teaching about pressure.
Yeah.
They're not actually being sucked out; they're being pushed out.
Well, let me tell you, that can happen on a fishing boat too. We thought we were gonna like go catch like 5 or 6 like bluefin tuna. So we get there, we're all green because we've been thrown up and praying for death and cuddled up in a ball in a fetal position. Meanwhile, like the first mate's out back, like standing there, not holding on to anything, and like got a hook that's like this big, and he's putting a fish on it to get ready to go fishing. They're like, "You guys ready to fish?" And we're like, "No." They're like, "Well, let me tell you, if you do get a bluefin tuna, it'll probably take you 3 or 4 hours to reel it in, and it's going to take all of you." And we were like, "Yeah, there ain't no way this is going to happen." So we basically went to calmer seas and turned around and went back. But it's all going to be on, season 2, episode 24 of Jazz's Rockin' Roadshow. Yeah.
So if you have band members with you, which band are you? Unless you don't want to give it away.
No. So this episode. Okay. So if you haven't seen the show, it's on Music from the 412 and the Roku app and all that. So check it out. But here's the whole premise. And there's 22 episodes, season 1, which was last year. So the whole premise is I travel all the time. I do shows all around the world. I do them all through the United States. I was in Germany this past year, Poland, Puerto Rico, Prague, Salzburg.
And you somehow find a musician in every city.
Well, no, what I do. So when I first started out, I wouldn't even tell bands about having them on the show. I would just go somewhere and I'd
right. But I mean, like the people that drive you,
oh yeah, sometimes yeah.
You walk up on someone playing guitar in the street,
and they end up on the show, a little piece. Yeah. Now we feature a Pittsburgh band every episode. Okay, so the idea is, who knows where I'm going to be, and I'm going to be somewhere, and then I introduce the band, and I play some of their videos, and then I get into whatever shenanigans I get. And there's 2 versions of the show, depending on what I'm doing. There's the sober jazz, who's like Alanando or whatever his name is from MASH. Like when he wrote those episodes, they were all serious. That's how sober jazz on Jazz's Rockin' Roadshow is. I try to give you history lessons of stuff and all, and I'm pretty bad at it, to be honest. And like sometimes I just give up and I'll be like, just Google it. But and then there's drunk jazz, and that's when the fun episodes happen because just well, I think my ride's here. Can you hear that?
I can hear it.
Yeah, looking for me. They're never gonna catch me. But anyways, yeah. So where was I? I'm in a different city each episode. I play the band's videos, and we go to commercial, and then I usually eventually make my way back to the hotel wherever I'm staying, and I do a short Zoom interview. Then we do commercials, and then it's eventually me getting back to Pittsburgh and the band's jamming at my studio. That's really the gist of the show, roughly. Now sometimes that changes, sometimes like I'm leaving. So I'm in DC today. What is today? Monday. So like 2 days from now, I'm going to go to Jacksonville because Never Wake's on a tour, and I'm just going to shoot their episode down there. So I'm going to fly down there for a day and then head back to Pittsburgh the next morning. But yeah, I mean, crazy things happen. Then the thing is, it's unscripted. So like, I never know what's going to happen.
Sometimes, like this?
Yeah. Sometimes like I'll be somewhere and I'm like, this is going to be a lame episode because I'm like, I don't know what they're like, what is there to do in this town? But then all of a sudden something fun happens, and I beat myself up sometimes. I literally shot an episode, let's see, I think it was last week, I guess, in Austin, Texas, right? And a bunch of my friends, I linked up with a bunch of my friends in Austin, and we're like, let's go to Circuit of the Americas. And if you're not familiar with that, it's a Formula One racetrack, and they have a go-kart track there, and these go-karts go 50, 60 miles an hour, right? So you're going to have to watch the episode for parts of it because I'm not sure, like, legally, like, there might be some issues with this because I hit one of their employees with a go-kart.
Oh.
And flipped up her. Yeah, because I had, like, my helmet was fogging up and I couldn't see, and I had my glasses on with a built-in little camera. So, like, I'm zipping around, and all of a sudden it's like, whoosh, something hit my head. You have, like, a big, like, helmet on, a for real helmet, and I thought I hit a barrel or something because everything fogged up. I ran around this dark corner, and I pull over and they come running over. I'm like, man, what did I hit? A barrel? No, you hit a person. And he like flipped up over it. So like, you know, all of a sudden now I've got like a crazy episode because I hit somebody with a go-kart at like 40 miles an hour. And he didn't die.
I was gonna say he's okay, right?
He's okay. My pride was hurt. Let me tell you, I'm embarrassed about it. I still don't know if I'm gonna, like, everybody that has seen the footage is like, you need to put that on the show. And I'm like, yeah, maybe not. But yeah, I'll show you some footage on the phone of the deep sea fishing if you want to see when we come back.
We can do that. I see you're paying attention to the time.
Always.
All right, so we're going to take a short break. We're going to hear from Homicide Black and their song, Where My Demons Lie. And we'll be right back. What's up, everyone? It is Bill from Music from the 412 in Music from the 412. I'm hanging with Blue. He's here somewhere. So I wanted to give you an update on the tickets that we have to give away, starting with Pete Carell, which is on February 16th at the Oaks Theater. We're also giving away tickets to Trace Lads and Kilmaine Saints at Jurgles on February 23rd. For February 27th, we have Amy Mann at the Carnegie Homestead Music Hall. March 9th, we have Punchline and Have Mercy at Preserving. March 14th, My Son the Hurricane at Craft House Stage and Grill. March 23rd, the Clarks at the Craft House Stage and Grill. And on March 28th, we have 2 tickets for Lil Xan, Lexa Terrestrial, and Slimmy at Enclave. Make sure you go to musicfrom412.com/contest to keep up on which shows we are giving away, courtesy of Jazz Entertainment. Make sure you go to JazzEntertainment.com to see what other shows they have available. Okay, so first of all, anyone who knows me and has paid attention to the show, and probably Jazz especially, can figure out that that was a Mac in that video, and I don't like Macs.
I know that about you. We've had many technical discussions about Macs and your lack of liking of them.
Yes, that was Rocky's Mac. And Rocky's living room.
I see.
Which, for anyone who doesn't know, Rocky's living room used to be Norm Nardini's recording studio.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's really cool in there.
Man, I know he has a recording studio, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're in the monitor speakers were behind me. I don't know if you saw them on the wall, the huge speakers on the wall.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that
was his. Wow.
It's very cool in there. But okay, so I want to try a new segment that I haven't done before.
Okay.
You're going to be the guinea pig.
Okay, hey, let me show you something though.
All right, go ahead and show us the video.
I'm going to show you, and it's a minute long. I'm not going to play it the whole long, but this is us on the boat, trying to hold on. Wait, there
you go.
Us holding on for dear life. I'm in the green. I'm holding
on the table.
I'm on the table. Now, I have the volume off because there's a whole dialogue going on. You'll have to watch the show. But yeah, that's us not very happy with our decision to go bluefin tuna fishing in hellacious waters. So that's what I do for the show. I beat myself up for you, the audience. So watch it. Jazz's Rockin' Roadshow. Shameless plug. So anyways, what's the news?
So I'm going to give you a phrase, and I'm going to end with blank, and you have to fill in the blank.
Oh my goodness! Are we PG-13? Triple F?
PG-13.
Okay.
But I mean, the questions I'm going to ask, it's pretty hard to go in any other direction.
Do you know what lives in this mind?
Well, let's try it.
Okay.
The best Kiss lead guitarist ever was blank.
Oh my goodness. Well, my favorite is Ace, but probably the best might be Bruce Kulick.
Yeah, I'm in that realm too.
Yeah,
Ace is the original, but Bruce is better.
Yeah, and Bruce Kulick kind of survived all the he didn't have the makeup on, and he just somehow walked away from the whole Kiss experience just unscathed. You know what I mean?
Well, he walked into Grand Funk Railroad.
Yeah, exactly. So there's shameless plug. There's me and Bruce Kulick in
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
in Las Vegas.
Didn't you ride on a? Weren't you on a plane with him?
Yeah, he was on a plane with me.
Okay,
He was
sorry.
behind me on the other side. Yeah. Nicest
Right, ready?
guy in the world. Nicest guy in the world. Go on.
All right. Van Halen's best vocalist was
Oh
blank.
my goodness. Wow, that's a tough one. I don't know. I'm partial to Dave. But again, like Sammy Hagar may be a better
singer, not a better frontman.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the whole like Bon Scott, Brian Johnson thing.
Who was the other guy? There was another guy. Why can't I remember his name?
In what? In Van Halen?
Yeah.
It was it Gary something? It was a guy from Extreme, right?
Yeah, it started with the sound.
Yeah,
Sharon.
Yeah, well, he's not my favorite, so it doesn't matter. Poor guy.
All right, this one might put you on the spot a little. The next two, actually.
Okay, good. Awesome.
All right. The best local unsigned album is blank.
Stooge Bigson. And I think it's just called Stooge Bigson.
I actually just started playing that. I'm not sure if he's the drummer now in that band, but I'm pretty sure he played drums in Jeff Whitney joined the band after Step 11 dissolved. I can't think of the name of it now, but
yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, they're gonna be like on the first episode of the next season, I think it is, and they just they came over and just blew me away. It's a really fun band.
All right, the best local unsigned song is
any Half Wheel song. No, the best local unsigned song. I don't know. I'm gonna get back to you on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, last one. You ready?
I don't. You know what? No. I
okay.
Listen. There's a few of them. It just depends on the music you like. But there is a girl, Abby Morgan, that played on my show, and any of her songs, it's just her and acoustic, blew me away. So any of her songs, but it has to be her and just the acoustic. I don't want the produced stuff. That's just me.
All right, last question.
Uh-oh.
Drinking tea and eating pizza makes me blank.
Happy. Because drinking tea and eating pizza makes me happy. That's another song, and if you know the song I'm singing, it's not.
I don't.
Okay, well, it's from the Psychedelic Cadillacs, and it's not drinking tea and eating pizza, but that's the song I was singing. Yeah, drinking tea and eating pizza makes me happy, I guess. Doesn't it make everybody happy?
I like pizza. I don't like tea.
Well, I'm drinking unsweet tea because I'm lame. No sugar for me. I'm in training. I'm gonna announce something here. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what it is because I can't tell you exactly what it is, but I can tell you this. I am training for an expedition in 2025. And I've been accepted on the expedition so far. I could be kicked off of it. I've got a year to go, but I have to train to do it. And it involves a bicycle, and I'm just going to leave it. Some people know, but I can't go any further than that. So you have to stay tuned. You'll have to have me on before I do it in January.
I have one more follow-up question. It's not a blank one, but
what's that?
I said it's not another fill in the blank one, but
sure.
The question is, what do BTU and ATU mean as far as time reference?
Is somebody asking that question?
And the last one.
Wait, what was the? Oh my goodness. Okay, what was the last question? I don't know.
BTU and ATU.
I don't know.
As far as time reference.
Hang on, I'll Google it and find out. I don't know. I probably know. It's hard whenever I'm on this and have to come up with answers quickly. I'm not that smart.
Well, I have no idea what it's about. I received a text from a a source that I'm not allowed to divulge that told me I was supposed to ask
you know
who it
what?
was.
This is probably some inside joke that I'm not aware of, and I'm probably missing the punchline. So, yeah. Okay. Let me see. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. I'm Googling it.
I Googled it too. It had to do with HVAC, which
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Sorry. Give me another question. Shoot another one.
okay. I'm still really what it was the drinking tea and eating pizza thing about the song. So you do know what that one's in reference to.
Yeah, I think so. Just look up the Psychedelic Cadillacs, and I think their first album. It's a Black album. I think they only have 2 albums. Just go through the songs, and you're gonna see something that's about eating, and it'll make sense. It's
great.
P13. I can't see it on here.
Got it.
Yes.
All right. So
sorry, people. This makes no sense too.
If let me check the time. Where are we at? Okay.
You got 45 seconds.
Nah, it's 3 minutes.
We get 25. Sorry, I'm not good at that, people. Really not.
All right. So, Rattleclack.
Yes.
And I know I'm really giving you not much time to mention what you have going on there, but I'll bring it up in the next segment because what I actually want to do is tell you that I added an RSS feed to Rattleclack last night that shows your last so many episodes of Rockin' Roadshow.
Nice. Thank you.
It's on there. It's on the homepage. I created a separate page that has it, but I mean, it's only been a year.
Yeah. Well, we did 22 episodes last year. That is a lot of video recording and editing. So, yeah, you're right.
What is that about?
I don't know. Leaky burrito. Wow.
Hello, Bill Jazz. There's nothing worse than a leaky burrito.
Yes, I had
Local
that.
Unsigned.
I had to go see a doctor, and then he gave me a shot. It cleared up that leaky burrito, no problem.
Hey, Jazz. We have about a minute, but if you had 30 seconds.
What was the Rattleclack question?
We're going to come back to that one.
Oh, okay.
If you have 30 seconds on national TV to talk about your band.
Yes.
In parentheses with an S.
Sure.
What are you gonna mention in those 30 seconds?
Damn it. Check us. You know what I'm going to say in 30 seconds? That's a good question. I'm going to say, come see us. You know why? Because it's well damn deserved. Great production, great songs. It just depends on what you're into. So if you're into half wheel stuff, it's everything I do to have fun with music. Drinking, yes, exactly. Sorry, I keep seeing the things come up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back to that, and the next segment I'm gonna answer that because we only got 10 seconds or so, right?
About a minute, but
I'm just as bad at being interviewed as I am at interviewing bands. Because usually when I interview like these bands on the shows, I'm like eating chocolate bars and stuff, and it's bad.
Listen, that episode was interesting. I saw that one too. The chocolate bar. The infused chocolate bar.
The Mary Joanna one. Yeah. So if I was to tell people about Half Wheel, I would say, listen, man, we are very if I had to say who do you sound like, I'd say we're kind of like the Cure meets rock Americana, and we're not trying to fit a format. We just do what we do and have a great time playing. And honestly, I think that band should be touring the world right now. That's just me. It's me. Everybody that's in a band thinks their band should be touring the world. I don't want to open up for the Rolling Stones. They should be opening up for us. Of course, if that happened, we'd be the cleanup crew. We'd be playing in front of everybody as they left the arena. But, as far as Homicide Black, if you like Black Sabbath, then you'll probably like us. Harlot O'Hara was kind of punk rockish and same thing. Silk Nine is docking for the 2000s. I mean, this is how I see it. You know what I mean? The new stuff, I'm doing some new stuff that's rock oriented, and it should be out this summer. So I'm always just recording, though. I record other bands, and I record all kinds of music because I edit all kinds of stuff for my show and other people's stuff that I do. So I need all different types of music. So I have a studio in my basement. I mean, it's 2023. Everybody has a studio in their basement.
I kind of have a studio in my living room.
And what I do with, like, we could talk about this with the Rattleclack stuff, but I record a lot of bands we track at my place. And I can mix and master too, but a lot of times bands will track at my place and then take it somewhere else to mix it and or master it. And it's kind of a cool thing that I do.
I know some of that stuff ends up in Mike Ofka's hands.
Yeah, well,
let's not get into that right now. We are now past that time that I gave. So we're going to take another short break. We are going to listen to Unbroken Soul's song Maelstrom. I did it wrong. Maelstrom. You say it.
Maelstrom.
Thank you.
Unbroken Soul with Maelstrom.
And we will be right back. Hey everyone, it is that time of the night where I give away 2 tickets to Drusky Entertainment show. We have select shows with tickets available thanks to Drusky Entertainment on our website, musicfrom412.com/contests, to find out more information about how to win. If you were watching earlier, there was a video that showed our upcoming shows as well. So I'm going to do this wheel spin to find out who's going to win the tickets to Enough is Enough at the Craft House Stage and Grill next Monday, February 12th at 7:30 p.m. Doors are at 6. It includes the headliners Enough is Enough, Xander Damos Band, and Mischief. This is a 21 and over show only. And as always, if you are the winner, you will get an email from me tonight. And then you'll get a follow-up email from Adam from Drusky Entertainment with either tickets or directions on how to get the tickets. So, with that said, we had 4 people sign up. They signed up multiple times, but 4 that are on my list, they are Tom Trainer, Keith Laydig, Tina Laydig, and Nikki Prasa. I'm going to add them a few more times. Let's see. Let's go 1, 2. That'll work. So each of them are on there 3 times. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle their names and then spin the wheel. And we will find out who the winner is for the 2 tickets. And the winner is Tom Trainer. So Tom, keep an eye on your email for that information on how to get your tickets. For the rest of you, you'll want to go to druskentertainment.com and you can order tickets through an e-ticket system, mobile e-tickets. Once again, the show is Monday, February 12th. Doors are at 6. Show starts at 7:30. It's the Craft House Bar and Grill. $14 to $16 the ticket price, and the event is 21 and over. I am headed back to interview Jazz from Rattleclack Entertainment and a variety of other bands. Make sure you check us out. Okay.
We're back.
We are. So you get to see me using OBS here in StreamYard, which is interesting, but
for people at home, that means open broadcast software. I don't know what BTU, and I know what BTM is. That's beat per minute, but I don't know what the BTU, and ATU is, whatever. But yes, I do know what OBS is.
So it's obsproject.com if you want to check it out.
Yeah.
If you watch Music from the 412, you actually do see that in use various places.
I use it at the studio when I record bands. It's so funny when bands come into my place to record, the first thing that if they've seen the show and then they walk in, they always say, "Wow, I thought this place was a lot bigger than this." My place isn't very big, but the way I shoot, it's like kind of like L-shaped. And so I have the cameras in that corner where the L is, and they go, I have 3 of them that go each direction. So, this on film looks like it's that, you know what I mean? And then I got one on the drummer too. So, but I use OBS. I run them all into a switcher and switch it live because, I used to
switcher here.
Yeah, I used to edit everything independently, and it's just so much time. Because here's the thing. Can you tell I'm in DC? There's another siren back there. And I'm up on like the whatever floor. I'm not on the ground level. Anyways, you know, when you do these shows, it's constant. Well, first off, it's constant travel, and I have to shoot a ton of footage just to get, you know, something that's an hour long. And then all that editing, it takes a while to, you know, 22 episodes. I'm hustling with it. Sometimes I'm like, why did I, damn you, Rocky, why did I start this? But
why do you think I do them live?
Right. Well, the cool thing about it too, like here's the thing. I shoot like almost every single episode with this camera. It's a little 360 camera, and I have a 10-foot selfie stick. See, I'm giving you up my secrets here. But
see, I thought you were using a drone.
Yeah, a lot of people think that. Yeah, and you know, of course, I use a microphone so you can hear me decent and stuff like that. But I forget where I was going with this, but I never know what's going to happen. So like when I go out, I have to be ready. And sometimes cool things happen and I miss it. And then other times I get it. But like sometimes I have way too much footage, sometimes not enough. But then you have to like go through it and what makes sense in the context of the show. And it kills me whenever I have great footage, but like it's like I have to chop it because I can't fit it all. You know what I mean? It's like, and the show's not all about me. I mean, it's about the bands on the show, you know, but you know, I only use Pittsburgh bands, so you're not going to like every single band. And what I mean by that, I don't mean that bands are bad, but what I mean is I may have a country act or solo act one week, and that might not be your cup of tea, but maybe I'm doing something stupid in some city and you watch it for that. And then the next week I'm in a different city. Maybe you don't like that city, but you like the band because it's a rock band. So, you know what I mean? We try to make it work. So, but yeah.
So with our like 3 minutes that we have, if we're going to hit this time,
let's
get back to Rattleclack.
Okay.
So Rattleclack is your business, but there's like multiple facets to it.
Yeah.
And you kind of have a recording studio, you kind of have a small label,
so
you have the day job with it.
Yeah. So here's the whole deal. So everybody that makes fun of the name, that's fine. So what the name means, my brother and my uncle were in the trains, and they were talking about, my uncle was a construction worker, and he was on a job site one time. There's this old wooden railroad trestle that went over the site. And he was telling my brother, every time a train goes on, it rattles and clacks and shakes. And at the time, I was recording bands in my house, and every time I'd record them, you know, something on the walls would rattle and clack and shake. So that's how I got the name. But it's funny because sometimes I hear people make fun of the name, myself included. But it's going on 16 years as a legit company. And what happened? Did I go away?
No, you're there.
Am I? Can you see me?
I can see you.
Yeah, well, hang on a second because my computer's doing all kinds of. No, I don't want Flash. Okay. Stop.
Flash? What year is it, Jazz?
I don't know. Let me see. Let me look at my CompuServe account here. Where did you go? I can't
know.
do it all. This is absolutely...
You're still on here.
All right. Well, that's just, okay. There we go. It opened up a different browser. That's weird. So what was I saying? Okay. So my company is like 16 years old, and I do shows like in Pittsburgh, and I do shows nationally and internationally, and that's what pays my bills. And it's what allows me to, you know, live my lifestyle that affords me to do a show like Jazz's Rockin' Roadshow. But I record bands. I have a little label. I record my songs that then I put into videos for companies and stuff like that. So it's an amoeba of everything. Like anything I do is I am Rattleclack Entertainment. You know what I mean? But I have freelancers that I work with about 10-ish different people throughout the year, and we put shows on all over the place. So that maybe clarifies what I do. Entertainment company. We do everything. I don't do it like I don't do sound for local bands. I'm very selective if I make videos for local bands. Like that's, you know, I'll track bands, I'll mix them and stuff like that. But I don't know. You'd have to get on the website. If you want to see more, just get on rattleclack.com. It can answer your questions. How's that? Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
Weird
There you go.
When you're looking
Yes.
at stuff. Yeah.
Why do you think I always put it under me now? So I can just
Yeah.
point down.
Exactly. Check it out. But yeah, if anybody needs a touring band or musician, call me. I'm happy to go out, and I'll go anywhere, man. If you want to be on my show, reach out to me. Seriously. But you have to do that on the 412 music from the 412 content.
Yeah, it's musicfrom412.com/submissions.
Thank you. Local on time. Thanks.
Yeah, so he also sent you this timed update Netscape.
Yeah, right. Well, here's the thing. Okay. I wish I could show. I could. Okay, look. This is what I was going to use, but I don't have Chrome on it. But this is an M1.
Look, it's a Mac.
Yeah. And I have another one over there, and but I needed to have Chrome, and this is my older one. And right in the middle of it, like for whatever reason, Flash came up, and it. Yeah. Sorry. Hey.
So
what's that?
We are at the end of our time. If I'm going to make this all work.
Well, have me back sometime. We'll actually chat some more.
We can do that.
I'll be in a different city, I'm sure.
So if you want to check out everything that Rattleclack and Jazz have going on, go to rattleclack.com. This has been episode 708 of the Pennsylvania Rock Show. I want to thank you, Jazz, for hanging out with us. Coming up for the rest of the show, we have Union of Souls, Queens of the New Age, and A Common Crown, If You Want. If you haven't figured out the theme, Jazz was involved in every single one of these songs in some way in this episode. So thanks for hanging out, Jazz.
Thank you.
And if this is your first time listening to the show, in about 25 minutes, if you go to musicfromthe412.com/radio, buildascene.com/radio, or xrpradio.co.uk/chat, you will be able to listen to this show and all the music that I mentioned in it, as long as everything works in the next 25 minutes.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you. See ya.